it's James here with the Sawyer Family Reviews channel. Today is Wednesday, November 28th, 2018. This is your weekly comic book pickups video. Every week I pick up my boys at least one comic each, oftentimes it's more than one, and I pick up my daughter Gracie one as well, even though she can't read yet, because they all love comics. As always, I pick up my comics from Queen City Comics in Fairfield, Ohio, zip code 45014. If you're in that area, if you're in that area and you want to check out some comics, head to the shop. All right, let's jump right in. Okay, so there's going to be some back issues in this stack because I had to even out what I got for Blaze with Keaton, and I wanted to get Gracie something that applied to stuff she's into right now, and that's this book right here. So Gracie watched Ant-Man and the Wasp with us the other night, and she has just absolutely fallen in love with the Wasp character. So we've been watching a lot of and Ant-Man too for that matter. So I got her Marvel Legends Wasp, which she really likes, she carries around everywhere. And we've been watching the old Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon on DVD, which is a great cartoon. If you haven't watched it before, it's really awesome. So I went back in the back issues and got this Avengers Earth's Mightiest Hero comic that was a tie-in to the television series. So she'll recognize the look of the characters, and she'll see Wasp in here too, which she'll be very excited about. So it looks like this has multiple stories in here. There's one that's like uses screenshots to reprint, and then there's one with Hercules, and looks like one with Winter Soldier, which is like a Captain America story. So Keaton will probably read this as well, but that's hers. Then Keaton's friend Josh had asked me last week, or maybe it was the week before, I can't remember, to pick up a Captain America comic for him. So I dug in the back issue bins and got this issue of Cap, 351, with special guest star Nick Fury. I don't know why I chose this one. It just looked like a exciting cover for a 11-year-old boy. It's written by Mark Grunwald, who is like one of the best Cap writers ever, with art by Kieran Dwyer, breakdowns, and Al Milgrom doing the finishes. And so I flipped through this a little bit just now before I did the video, and it's kind of cool where like S.H.I.E.L.D. shows up and Cap's real excited to see him, and then later on Cap puts on a big giant mech suit. So that's pretty fun. And since I was in the back issue bins of Captain America anyway, and I needed another book for Keaton, I grabbed him this Captain America Annual number 9 from 1990, which is the first part of the Terminus Factor crossover amongst different annuals. So this one looked like fun because the cover has Iron Man fighting Cap. And Keaton's been checking out his Marvel Legends a lot lately, and he's asking for a Cap for Christmas, a new Cap, a movie Cap, to go with his movie Iron Man. So I thought this would be a fun, kind of timely thing for what he's into right now. So you've got 3 stories. You Are What You Eat, which is the Terminus Factor crossover with Iron Man, by Roy Thomas, Jim Valentino, and Sam De La Rosa. A Soldier Story, which is a story from the past, by Randall Friends, Mark Bagley, wow, and Mike DiCarlo. And then a story about Nomad, which I think is the Jack Monroe Nomad. Jack Monroe was a Bucky at some point and became Nomad, by Fabian Nicieza, Don Hudson, and Tom Morgan. So this one is the first part with the Terminus crossover, and this looks like tons of fun. Cap and Iron Man, just like classic Cap and Iron Man fun. And the second story is the past story in World War II. Cap and Bucky show up with a soldier. And the final story is a lead-in, I believe, into the Nomad series, if my timing is right on this book. Yeah, he looks like this. There's Nomad. And there he is in all his 90s glory. Alright, so that is it from the back issue bins. Get these guys to not fall down. This trade paperback came in today, and so I grabbed it for me. X-Men Classic, The Complete Collection, Volume 1, by Claremont and Bolton. Back in the 80s, Marvel reprinted a lot of the classic X-Men run by Claremont. And within it, they did like little backup stories and like panels and stuff and pages to flesh out those stories more. So this reprints all the changes and backup stories from Classic X-Men 1 through 23. I'm trying not to like stab myself with this book. So you get the backup stories, but you also get kind of cool things where it has like an explanation as to where it fits. And then certain panel changes where they went through and inserted issues. So this is kind of a good kind of compendium, or I don't know, compendium really makes sense to say that. A companion is what I meant to say. A companion piece to like X-Men Essentials or Epic Collections. So you can hold these and kind of fill in the gaps of the changes from X-Men Classic. Yeah, so that'll be fun for me. Put that over there. Next up is Stranger Things #3. This is a book for Blaze. He always asks me to get the photo covers. And this story is, oh, go back here, by Jody Hauser. Who's doing the art on this again? Pencils by Stefano Martino. So this fills in the story of Will Byers and the Upside Down from season 1 of Stranger Things, with kind of some things going on in the outside world with his friends. We got these connecting covers on the back. And so far, Blaze has enjoyed this. So we will finish it off for sure. I think it's a mini-series. Next is a book for Keaton, his second book. This is IDW, even though it's Spider-Man. So IDW is doing the all-ages stuff for Marvel now. So this is the first one they're doing. Just like they do their all-ages Star Wars stuff, they're now doing Marvel Superheroes all-ages stuff. And that begins with this Marvel Action Spider-Man #1. And as you can see, it's Miles Morales and Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen. We'll be seeing that Into the Spider-Verse movie, and he plays the PS4 Spider-Man game, and he reads Spider-Geddon. If I can get this page, it's very sticky, sorry. There we go. Very clingy, this book. Look at this. Look at that static cling. Sorry, guys, it just keeps on not wanting to stay open. Writer is Delilah Dawson, artist Fico Asio? I don't have any idea. But it's Spider-Man, and it's got all those characters, and the art looked pretty sharp and fun, and it looked very kitty-oriented. It almost reminds me of Mark Bagley back on Ultimate Spider-Man. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from the art. This book is so, like, clingy. The pages want to just stay together. So he'll dig on that. At least I hope he digs on that. Put that over there, and then we have a book for Blaze. This is a book he's been both looking forward to and dreading for a while, and it is the Death of Daredevil finale. I think this is Soule's last book on Daredevil. He loves this Daredevil run. Charles Soule's the writer, Phil Noda's the artist. I'm not going to flip too far into this because I feel like it really will get into spoilery territory if I do. But as you can see, it's the beautiful Phil Noda art. Yeah, I don't want to go too far. Apparently I missed an issue for him, though. I think he said I missed Death of Daredevil #2 or something. And man, the first back issue we have at the shop is 608, so I'm going to have to track that down for him. I don't know how I missed that. And the last is a book for me, Return of Wolverine #3. The first 2 issues weren't that great. I did read them. It felt like it could have been crammed into 1 issue, and I didn't like the art change. And it looks like, again, this is the second artist. I don't know if it's the same one from issue 2. I really liked the Barry Windsor Smith kind of vibe of McNiven's art. And he's doing that on this cover, but then you get to the interiors, and it's Declan Shalvey. Writer Charles Soule, so it's the same writer as doing Daredevil, but it's not that great. That's kind of cool. So I'm disappointed that this cover art isn't the interior art. I'm going to give this one more chance, though. And it's got other X-Men in it. I'm going to check it out. Who knows? And that is it. So that's all the books this week. As always, if you have any recommendations, leave them in the comment section below. If you like our videos, please click like, subscribe, notify, all that jazz. And see you guys next week. Later.